Grace Kitchens wishes everyone a very enjoyable Emancipendence. In honor of the occasion, creative cooking keeps Jamaican traditions alive with today's program. Here to tell you more is today's host.
We thank you so much for joining us today on Creative Cooking. Today we're making a traditional Jamaican dish. And though our cuisine has been influenced by the Spanish who settled Jamaica, English influence, there's influence from the Africans we all know. There are influences from the Chinese, the Indians, and the Lebanese. Today we are doing a roast fish. We're serving that with turned cornmeal and with some vegetables. So I'll put on that just about a teaspoon of, heaped teaspoon of Grace jerk seasonings. We'll put on a little black pepper. So we add a little salt. We're adding a sprig of thyme. We are putting on some scallion. And we need some onions to this. So very quickly, we rub in the mix. And it's fish fillet we're working with here. Whether it is fish fillet or a whole fish, it cooks very quickly. Talking about Jamaican cuisine, we're going traditional. We are using quail banana leaf as the container to cook the roast fish in. Right, so we're using about 3 pieces in this. We're sprinkling a little more of the mix on it. And we pat this with a little bit of Grace Hello soft margarine. We need to put a little bit of Grace coconut milk on this. And we're putting just about 2 tablespoons. You imagine the flavor of this. So we look at banana leaf being used as to wrap the fish. We use it for shelter from the sun or from rain. But I recall that it was also used as a plate. I have a piece of foil here, so we're doing 1 in banana leaf, and we're using, for those persons who don't readily have access to banana leaves, don't you worry, no excuse. You can use aluminum foil. Again, we're going to put a little bit of coconut milk on this, just about 2 tablespoons, no more. Not quite complete without a sprig of thyme. We need a little bit of margarine on this. There's one ingredient we don't want to leave out, is the Grace green Scotch bonnet pepper sauce. Wrapped just like how we used to wrap flour in those days. So you put this here. We are using a preheated oven, 350 degrees Fahrenheit for just about 15 minutes thereabout. While the fish is roasting, we are preparing turned cornmeal as the starch accompaniment for this roast fish. I have an empty pan here, and we are going to the hot pan, we're adding some Grace Hello margarine. So we want this margarine to melt. So we melt the margarine. We're adding some garlic to that. We're adding some chopped scallion to this. We're adding a little bit more onion. Yes. And boy, we're adding a sprig of thyme. Mix this together well. We are using pumpkin, pumpkin in this turned cornmeal. There's a pumpkin cornmeal mix that we are turning. And to this, we need to add 6 cups of boiling water. So in no time, the pumpkin will boil. Now the cornmeal component of the meal. 3 cups of cornmeal. And to the 3 cups of cornmeal, we're adding 1 packet of Grace coconut milk powder. It's over here. We're using about 1.5 teaspoons of salt. I know you want me to add a little bit of black pepper. Just a little black pepper there. And you know that if we put this dry mix in this boiling liquid, lumping is going to take place. So we want to soften this cornmeal. And here I have 2.5 cups of water. I have to add a little bit of pepper to it. So I'm using the Grace green Scotch bonnet pepper sauce. Just put a little right in the water. We mix the liquids together and then we add that to the dry mix. So kind of make a well in the center and we pour this in. And we know we can pour in all of this because we know the recipe has been tested and it has been proven. So you mix this and it is softened. So here, this is ready. And we are going to pour this liquid mix into this mixture here. And we are going to cook the cornmeal. So when we are finished cooking, this mixture is going to be smooth throughout. Reminding families of traditional dishes. Cook, stirring constantly to avoid the lumping. Looks good to me. So we're going to leave this and allow it to cook through for just about another 5 minutes or so for it to be fully cooked before we plate and present it. The turned cornmeal is fully cooked. Okay, so here I have my serving plate and we spoon the mixture. You want to see? All right, I want to make sure you see, so there's no excuse for not making it. Spoon the mixture in, pack it down. If you didn't want to use this mold, you could actually just spoon it on the plate and spread it. Here we have traditional Jamaican vegetables. True trust, we have string beans, we have some carrots. Using the produce grown by the farmer. So you put this around here. And we wanted to eat up more vegetables, so we're putting some more on the plate. And now for that roast fish. So we have to pull these pockets, these envelopes. So we pull the envelope here. Wow. And the fish is ready. I need a lifter. I don't want the pieces break up. Put it right here. Ooh, right here. And I suppose you want me to put on a little of the juice. The dripping from the coconut milk. Yes, man, I'm going to give you that. Put on a little of it on it. Wow. Coconut milk, fish, cornmeal. Excellent. 1, 2, 3. Yes. See? Roast fish. Turned cornmeal, sauteed vegetables. Excellent traditional Jamaican dish. And there is yet another surprise for you. We served it with a starter. You know what is a starter? Pepper pot soup. Yes, we use some callaloo in this pepper pot soup. But traditionally, we use Indian kale. Excellent source of iron. We want to share the recipe with you, so we invite you to give us a call at Grace Kitchens. And we'll send you this and other traditional Jamaican recipes. The Grace Kitchens team wishes for all of Jamaica happy Independence Day. And we all look forward to celebrating another 50 years.
We hope you enjoyed the show. Next week, Creative Cooking will return to the Olympic series, in which Grace Kitchens has been sharing with you the meals served to Jamaica's Olympic athletes. Join Creative Cooking next Monday morning at 7:35 and on Sunday at the new repeat time of 2:20 p.m. That's Creative Cooking. Don't miss it.